While this course deals with workplace communication, and in particular leadership communication, the principles apply to any position in the workplace and in your personal life as well. Now, so that you and I are on the same page, let me define communication as it applies in this course. Communication is the process of exchanging information and ideas. Simple as that. Now, there are many means of communication. To be an effective and valuable leader, it is important that you become skilled in all of the different methods of communication that are appropriate. In this course, we look at the different types of communication, assess your communication skill level, and learn techniques to become a better communicator. I will also be referring to the 7 C's from time to time. If you have taken any of my courses, especially the one on the foundation of leadership, you already know what they are. But for the rest of you, let me explain now so that you will be prepared when the phrase comes up. Now think how often you communicate with people during your day. We can spend almost our entire day communicating in one way or another. So why is it very often we find employees didn't get the message, didn't understand what we were trying to accomplish, or misunderstood altogether what the plan was? I believe, although communication is much more broad than this, if you just use the 7 C's in your communication, you will move forward in leaps and bounds in keeping your people informed. According to the 7 C's, communication needs to be clear, concise, concrete, correct, coherent, complete, and courteous. I have included a download PDF you should print out, or at least save it to your notepad, as I do refer to it often in this course. So, what is the process of communicating? Well, for communication to occur, it must pass from a sender to a receiver. This must occur no matter the form of the communication. For communication to be effective, it must be understood by the receiver and be able to be responded to. This means that total communication involves speaking, reading, listening, and reasoning skills. As communication passes from you to the receiver, there is plenty of opportunity for its original meaning to change or alter. Therefore, listening, reasoning, and feedback is an important part of the process, as it is an opportunity for you, the sender, to make sure the receiver has understood the message. Now, the other consideration is the noise associated with communication. What else is happening? What are the distractions, the baggage, etc.? Noise can have a big impact on the message the receiver decodes. This noise I'm referring to does not necessarily mean that stuff you can hear, but it's rather the stuff you observe. This is often referred to as the unspoken language, and the language ranges from facial expressions to body movements, dress, and even grooming habits. Okay, you may well ask the question at this point, therefore what? Or if your language skills aren't where they should be, you may ask, so what? Well, that's fair enough. This course has 12 sections, each dealing with a different part of communication skills. You will learn good verbal communication skills, and I will teach you simple tricks to make it easier. Good verbal skills are more than just the words we use. You will learn about tone and intonation. I even address that dreaded sentence upending that is plaguing the business world, why it doesn't work for you, and how to defeat the habit. Believe me, if you are an upender, you can't imagine how you are being judged by your peers, your subordinates, and your superiors, and it ain't good. Now, I can use the slang word ain't here because it is being used to prove a point. I don't use it regularly. You will learn good written communication skills as well. Skills such as how to write a professional looking and sounding business letter, the do's and don'ts of writing business emails. You will learn proper techniques for preparing a written business meeting agenda. and how to produce an office memo correctly. I provide downloadable material for you to use as a guide. You will learn how to read body language and, more importantly, how to interpret what you are seeing. And you will learn how to improve your own body language so that the signals you send agree with the words you are using. Most of us, at one time or another, will need to delegate. In the section on delegation, you will learn how to delegate properly so that results can be obtained when and how you want them. I go over the good, the bad, and the not so pretty when it comes to delegation and help you understand how to differentiate between them. Now, if you are in the workplace, you are now or will be responsible for conducting meetings, both team meetings and one-on-one meetings. Most people dread attending meetings, and if you ask why, their responses will usually fall into one of two categories, and often fall into both. They say, the meetings always start late and run long. And the second reason, nothing ever gets accomplished. I will teach you how to organize a meeting and then conduct it so these three elements, starts late, runs long, and nothing gets accomplished, will never come up when talking about the meetings you hold. If you are not conducting them, you need to know how to attend a meeting, and I will teach you that too. Now, no self-respecting course on communication would be complete without a discussion on grammar. Now, this course just covers those areas that keep cropping up as I communicate with others. The information is basic, but the fact that I keep running into it suggests to me we need to talk about it. Now, finally, now that we have covered the areas of communication I think are most essential, we move into the section I call Beyond the Basics. This is where I will, if you are not already familiar with it, introduce you to DISC, D-I-S-C, system of identifying how various personality types interpret what you are saying to them. It's a complex subject, but I break it down into the basics and help you see how you can take all of what you've learned in this course and tailor it to fit the needs of the individual personality types so that true communication will take place. So, if you are ready, let's jump into this essential subject of communication.